Hello, it's Yumi in the darkness again. Glorious darkness. As we begin episode 6, and we will have a bit of time to talk. I was still at this time a bit unsure about whether or not OBS was really doing the trick, whether or not it was really actually recording, when I thought I asked it to. Because sometimes can I blame Windows again? Just press a button and wonder how much it really means, how much it really does take. So we're loading from the quick save here, even though at the end of an episode you'll note I tried to do a quick save alongside the manual save, just in case either one gets a little off. And we are about to talk to Mr. Larios Varo, who we have heard would like to speak to us about some kind of work. I guess we'll find out what. But that'll be a few minutes into this episode. It'll be a short one this week. I know it'll feel perhaps a bit like we're still on Namek or something. We spent considerable amount of time last episode getting to Balmora. Bugbag has had, to him, the considerable, but let's face it, the considerably dubious honor of being inducted into the Blades, the Emperor's own spy service. Speaking of blaming Windows, for some reason it kicked on that new weather app out of nowhere. No one asked for that. It's convenient, I guess, but I realize I've just dated the episode now, haven't I? Yeah, so here we are going to quit Morrowind, check OBS, make sure everything is going a-okay, and to our pleasant surprise, it actually will not interrupt the recording. So, guess what? Yumi in the darkness. Once again. Yes. And, it's been kind of interesting because I may have mentioned this last time, but I do have a new-to-me microphone, which has, I hope, improved the quality considerably, but I do feel like I've kind of lost something in the process. My voice loses a bit of kind of the Bob Ross, Garrison Keillor quality that I was kind of hoping, not even kind of aiming for, but just kind of had, just by dint of everything being kind of low and quiet, compared with now. So Larios Varo offers quite useful training. We don't have as little story topic that you usually do. I don't know why. I don't know if this is from Patch for Purists or what. But instead of the usual little story that some of you may be familiar with, instead we've heard from him about careless travelers near Hlaod. Now, we should perhaps go take care of this. But out of character, I know Fuel is a bit of a tough fight. Having happened upon him by accident in some early playthroughs of mine years ago. And so we will want a much better armor skill before we actually make our way to him. Plus, Bugbag does have a bit of a laser focus, like as we see here. Okay, so if you happen upon him, take care, and if you take care of him, okay, so great. If we happen upon him, which we will in due time, then we will go and take care of that Flores. In the meantime, we are going to be gearing up to head north. We've managed to stumble our way into the prison towers, so can't really get a lot of gear. She has spells. Did I? Please tell me I checked what spells she has. If not, I'll have to do that when I'm back in town. But gosh, when will I be back in town? Because at the end of this, we're going to get ready to head north. Nope, I did not check what spell she has. Ah, blast. But at least now we know where the evidence chest is. And it's locked. Which, as you see again, with, at least I presume it's because of low security skill, I can, yep. Okay, that's a heavy door. Yeah, I can't really tell how locked it is. Maybe I didn't even notice she had spells at the time. Yes, Larios. Let's have a fine day, sir. Alright, and let's go over to our new cult buddies. Yeah, a lay servant, barter. See what we can do. See what we can get to help us gear up for the long road ahead. Those are the lessons of Vivek I sold him. Surprised he was interested, but maybe figures he can get some gold for it. More than he gave me. I only have 662 gold on hand. Quite a bit of come up, for me at the time, so, it works out. I can't really use that plant for much. Back to the prison towers, okay, but a different floor. Looks like we can't access that floor. Let's see what we can do, maybe tour the fort a bit. Because it does kind of feel like home to Bugbag, to be in an Imperial fort again. I was wrong to call them parapets before. It turns out maybe actually this little wall would count as a bit of a parapet. But atop the ramparts here. I think ramparts is the word I was looking for last episode. Traveling up country. Okay. Corpus. Gosh, that sounds horrible. Well, let's see if he'll let us, scoot about him. Make our way safely. We can chop firewood from up here probably, but, can't really make it up and over the wall. Probably break a leg trying to. Yeah. And then how do we get down? How do we get down safely, for that matter? See some more archers up here. I wonder if an archer would count as a guard, or just someone who attacks you if you attack the guards, as I've done on other playthroughs. Won't happen here, but, like, can you pay your fines to them or whatnot? Maybe? I don't know. I could check that in the construction set, but there goes athletics. Fantastic. This is a way back down into the fort, but how much use will it be to us? Let's find out. Make our way back down the stairs. Hopefully pop out at the other end of the main hall. See if we can't, Imperial steel boots, steel armor, and studded cuirass. So either heavy or light, and a spear. Nothing we need. So, finally remember to get out of sneak. Check that. We are good. There's Larus. Okay, so at the other end. There's our buddy Erla there. See if anything needs repaired. Nope, we are good. We are just about ready for the road. Not too much more mail. Maybe I can get a nice shield. Maybe look a bit more proper. Especially something with a better armor rating. Heavy though it still is. I wonder why... is there a slight difference in condition? I wonder why those are stacked differently. Usually that's what it is. And not too much else we can really use or need. We already have a fine enchanted sword to go with the shield. So I forget how we happened upon it. But it was quite a good find. I think we bought it in Pelagiad. Really is what happened. I don't really need armor hammers or prongs, excuse me. That can't really, okay. Still trying to rake me over the coals for 1 or 2 septums when, she had a little less gold than I do, I guess, but, so we need to make our way up to Caldera and then way beyond to Nisus. So, it's going to be a long road ahead, but next episode we'll get at least halfway there. Maybe make our way up to Aldrun, but one thing I didn't realize even after all this time, if you need a way station or if you have cause to go to Aldrun, then okay, but it's actually kind of on the other side of a mountain pass. So you could probably give it a miss if you're ready, and if you're making your way up from Balmor directly to Nisus. Of course, the way that I usually go, is the Salt Strider, just to save myself some real time, but I do not intend to use fast travel if I can help it. Boats, Salt Striders, whatnot. Divine Intervention in a pinch, certainly to get out of an ash storm or something. That I think would be in character. But otherwise, Bugbag really loves the open road. We've traveled on this road a few times now. It's pleasant, it's quiet. Don't get the rats or Quama foragers yet that I've seen many times near or on these bridges in other playthroughs, so we'll see if that starts happening. But otherwise I can't do my usual move of divine to get to the fort, Civi to get to town type of thing. Because Bugbag is not going to use Civi intervention. He doesn't believe in Civi. So why would he use their intervention spell? Just trying to do a bit more proper RPing, I think. And even though he can cast Divine Intervention, not well, mind. As other characters will note, it's good to have some scrolls on you in case someone else needs one. Since you can't cast Divine Intervention on touch, it would be hilarious if you could. Just walk up to Hull right here, cast Divine Intervention on touch, boom, she's at the fort. That'd be quite a mod, wouldn't it? Maybe if I ever worked that out, that'd be something to do. Maybe it's on Nexus somewhere already, for all I know. I haven't looked yet, I only just thought of this. I used to think of such things, why are certain spell effects only on self? Why do they only go so far in the spell crafting? Of course, that I believe has since been adjusted a bit in code patch. For example, making an open spell. At some point before too long, we will have an open level 100 spell. And I almost accidentally made it to like 500 or whatever it is now. I think even, why? I don't know why I think some of the times go to 1440, which would be, in seconds? Okay, so 144 is 12 by 12, or 6 by 24, so yeah, 24 minutes. Considerable amount of time that you can have some of these spell durations for. I wonder. Yes, good old Dralsea Arethi. She's the one I was talking about, walks up onto Kaya's roof. She walks up this road, up and down this road all day. Gets a lot of exercise, I guess, a lot more than I do at present. But yeah, let's make our way back to Kaya's. I think we left our tent and bedroll with him, and we will need that for the journey ahead, for sure. And I think while we're here, the Journeyman's Alembic, if I leave it here, I'm going to regret it, I think, because we could use it for potion making. And I think I do leave it here. Not to spoil anything, but my oh my. It is kind of funny. I think I still have, 4 episodes left to go after this to record before I'm caught up with myself. I think I'll record a bonus episode right after this and see about just recording my voice live, because I want to test something out with the Ashfall mod. That I've actually, happy days, managed to contact Murlord about. He not only makes a lot of genius mods, but he is seems a pretty kind and conscientious fellow. So shout out to Murlord. We've left our documents on Kaya's table just so I don't, fall into the wrong hands, say I forget them somewhere or whatever. We don't need people to, think too much about it. Okay, who's this Kaya's Cossetis guy? Let's drop our fork and knife, see, okay, do we really need this stuff? And then I wind up picking it up again, because might as well eat with a fork and knife, right? Civilized Legion trooper. Might as well, at least act the part and use a fork and knife like a good subject to the Emperor. And speaking of the Emperor, for my gods and Emperor, now that we've joined the cult. What is the Imperial Cult? The missionary arm of the Great Faiths. The Imperial Cult brings divine inspiration and consolation to the Empire's remote provinces. The cults combine the worship of the 9 divines, the Aedra Akatosh, Dibella, Arche, Zenithar, Mara, Stendar, Kynareth, and Julianos, and the Talos cult, veneration of the divine god hero, Tiber Septim, etc., etc. The Imperial cults look to the 9 divines as models for living good and virtuous life. Each of the 9 represents different aspects of life, and how it should be lived. As you can tell, I probably read with my eyes far faster than I do with my tongue. Do not harm one another. Oh, well, of course, stuff that can get you expelled is explained. How can you join is explained. It's very nice that they have these books, as I noted, I believe, in a prior episode, about each of the factions, to say, okay, this is where you can join up. Still kicking myself about that silver bull quest in Ulamusa, because then we could have joined for free and had a nice character moment with Igfa at Fort Pelagiad, but instead at Pelagiad, it is what had happened. We were trying to run the Moonsugar and Skooma that are funding our journey. That we got off some smugglers, fair and square, I reckon. But we didn't get the warmest welcome at the tavern. Camped on the beach nearby. Lake Amaya. I got that wrong too, not just parapets, but Lake Amaya, Lake Nabia is far further north and doesn't have near as nice of coastline. Okay, and it explains the healing shrines, opportunities for service, of where you can get quests. We probably should get quests soon, especially because they're good rewards for, what is it, the dreaded, the one where you fetch alchemy ingredients, that quest line. It was on a page or two ago, but I don't have the luxury of scrolling back right now, do I? Yeah, so, in their opinion on the temple and other factions, and yeah, we don't need to go carrying that with us now that we have, yeah, let's just make one neat little pile and not take up too much space on Kaya's table. Is there anything else that we can do to drop this carry weight and be able to pick up our tent again, for goodness sake? It's going to weigh 20 pounds, and we only have 13 to spare, and my, this is a dilemma. So what? Maybe the mushrooms? Maybe some other ingredient? I mean, we're carrying loads of mushrooms here. This alone, yeah, there goes 5 pounds. And this won't take near as much. That'll be, yeah, 2 pounds. Okay, but every little bit helps, I guess. So, I guess just leave some food with him and for him, and yeah, leave some of our precious firewood. There goes another 10 pounds. And that way we can have our fork and knife again and eat like decent people. And still, I believe, still be able to pick up our bedroll. Or no, we have 20 pounds free now. Yeah, pick up. I'm surprised that we can unpack it in here. That probably be quite a laugh to try and look at. Yeah, I know. Inventory is going pretty crazy right now. But my oh my. Let's see. Sujama, potions. Don't really have too much by way of potions at present. Don't really need too much. That'll be another advantage to stopping in at Aldroom, though. Pick up more stuff from the Mage's Guild. We're only, well, whatever the lowest ranking is, I think an associate or whatever. You know, don't really plan on working too much for them, just more try and get some skills and training and spells to supplement our service to the Legion. You know, make ourselves, put the spell in spell sword, as it were. Yeah, what can we do to drop a couple more pounds? Come on. It's as well that large quam eggs don't weigh... No, wait. Wait, how did we do that? Are we not over encumbered? What else did I drop while I was rambling? Anyway. Oh, okay. We are warm. It's a nice warm day. Sunny Balmora. Let's head over to the west side of the river once more. Walk a bit. You know, try not to get too tuckered out before this long hike, especially on a rainy day like this is turning out to be. Because it's gonna feel like a pretty tough trek to Caldera. It'll only be about as long as it took us to get from Pelagiad to Balmora, and that felt startlingly quick, to be quite honest with you. Yeah, it's 11 a.m. Should find shelter. Don't have shelter right now. Get some bitter green petals. Those are good at least for invisibility potions, although I don't know of too many other potion ingredients that have invisibility apart from diamonds. And come to think of it, I could look this up on USP, but I can't think of any that have chameleon. You know, that would be something for the alchemy glitch, just hyper-powered chameleon spell. You know, yeah, you can do constant effect, and that's all well and good, and there's the Amulet of Shadows, which we might find someday, although I won't exploit it near as often with Bugbag as I do with the others. Let's see, we've got our campfire from, I believe, the day prior. I might as well just kick it off to pieces. I don't think we recovered any firewood from that, alas. Maybe a piece or two, I don't know. There will be a message on screen, but I missed it. And yeah, just make our way, get ready to make our way north to Caldera in the next episode, which will take nearly 2 hours. Less than, but yeah. Get ready for the big hike Nice trek north. My Bugbag will have a mighty fine time, and I hope you will too. Join us next time. Thank you for watching, and I bid you, as always, farewell.